Hi, my name is Andrew Howarth, and this is my story. At around age 12 or 13, I started to change. Really didn't have a relationship with God. I started to recognize things, and girls in particular. I went from wanting to see a girl or hug a girl to that was no longer cutting it. I wanted more. I feel like I lived a life of pushing the boundaries. I graduated from college and I met my future wife.
Andrew was a go-getter, very successful, very type A.
And we started our relationship the way I had started every other relationship, being physical and selfish.
So we were just going along, married for about 15 years. We would have said we had a successful marriage. You know, we had the healthy kids. We went on these fabulous vacations, had the nice cars. Not extremely happy, but had money. Didn't have God at all. It was never enough. Nothing was enough. You know, material things were not enough. I was not good enough for Andrew. Andrew was not good enough for me. It was just a disappointing life.
I had lived a life of sexual immorality, and to the point where my wife even knew, but I had only let her into a part.
Boundaries being pushed, pornography, it was part of Andrew's life, and it got into both of our lives. But the thing with that is that it doesn't stop at just that. I think once couples allow this to creep into their marriage, that step, it doesn't satisfy anymore. I always felt like he was loyal, and then one day it really came to light.
She had got my computer, looked through it, and had seen all the things that I was saying and doing.
All I knew was just a hint of what was on the surface of how deep and dark everything got. And once I found that out, I didn't even have my honest husband anymore. I did not know this person.
And my wife confronted me about it. And I lied, like I had done a million times, because there was such guilt and shame involved in what I had done for my whole life.
And it just got worse and worse, and finally I was just like, this is it. I'm gonna file for divorce. I'm done. And it was the worst feeling in the world, because I knew this was it. There was no other way out. I was helpless. I didn't think that there was any way that anything could get fixed.
I was broken. I thought I had lower points in my life, but I realized that was the lowest point. At that point, I realized God wanted to get my attention for the sins that I had been committing for 30 years. I did not want my marriage to end. I wanted the lie I was living to end. Up until this point, I had been able to fix things by myself, and this one wasn't going to be fixed. So we sat in our living room and told our 3 little kids that Mommy and Daddy are not doing so good. And to see the reaction of the kids and how they wanted this not to happen, I wasn't sure there was hope. In the meantime, God put good Christian people in my path who I really hadn't spent a whole lot of time talking to prior to this. And I was asked, what do I want to do? And I'm like, I want to save my marriage. And those men kept giving me hope. You do your part. God will do his part.
I, on the other hand, was talking to my side. Of course, they were just like, get out, be done. Just Go be happy. And Andrew was like, I really think we need to see a Christian counselor.
Kate said that she would go, but her and I both knew that she was just checking the box to be able to tell the kids down the road, Mommy was trying.
So we saw Hans, and I went in there just ranting and with such anger and rage and just disappointment. And Andrew just sat there and listened.
And what he helped me see was that what I thought was romance or affection or desire, it was completely based on selfish desires. And his thing was, one, you have to be honest with your wife, and two, you need to fight for your marriage.
Andrew thought we should go to Church Project. Sure, I'll go to church. Why not? I'm going to check that box. And now I thank God that I did at least want to check the box for my kids.
It wasn't natural at first. I had never even read a Bible. But it's amazing when you're sitting there and you feel like, oh my God, he's talking to me. And these are results of our sin.
And it was all about sexual immorality. And hearing Pastor say, right now there are several of you that are probably going through this problem right now. You can stop, not on your own, but through the power of God in your life. I knew leaving that church service that we had hope and that we could be saved. And it was amazing because here I had just served divorce papers, and I knew that wasn't even going to happen, that we were going to succeed.
My goal is to live the life God wants me to live, not the way Andrew does.
Immediately, he changed. It was so dramatic that I did think it was an act. I was wrong. I mean, it was all a miracle. He is the most selfless, caring person. And now we have it all. I see my husband as a gift. I see him reading the Bible, watching our family be led by this man that I love. Like, a year and a half ago, I couldn't even imagine wanting to be in the same room with him. And now I can't imagine life without him. It's a miraculous change.
But it's only by the grace of God that I'm able to think and feel the way I do. Our marriage now is based on a love of God first, and I saw firsthand how she was able to forgive and be a part of grace that God gave me.
Even though we're sinners, Jesus died a terrible death for us. We're loved no matter what.
It's amazing the miracles that happen when you get God in your life.
Life is just completely changed because of God.